I think that so many people, women especially, perimenopause is a very new term. I think a lot of people are just learning what that is. They've maybe never heard it before. They maybe knew what menopause was because maybe their grandmother or their mother or someone mentioned it, so they have an idea of what that is. But perimenopause seems like it's something that's very new that people are just kind of learning about. So how do we meet that head on? How do we know, we know that thing is coming. So how do we take that on? How do we prepare for that?
So, so yeah, no, that's a very good question. And thank you for asking me because this is something that I would love for every woman to know. And one of the things that we are now realizing is that menopause is not, it doesn't just happen out of the blue.
Mhm.
Your body, as it prepares for that final pause, it goes through several years of a series of pauses, through which sometimes by doing different things, you might lift yourself out of it. So it's basically a brief pause
Mhm.
in your functioning, which can last for a month or a couple of months, and then you're out of it. And then you start experiencing your life the way you used to be. However, those during the perimenopausal slumps in your activity and in your energy and everything else, those slumps are, when you go to a doctor and you do your blood work, it doesn't really show much. It is more a constellation of symptoms
Yeah.
rather than something that is visible on a blood lab work. So when you go to your primary care or your GYN, for instance, or something, and you complain about this and that and sleep and constipation and this, and they check your blood work and everything turns out fine. They're like, dude, everything is fine. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It must be in your head. And especially if you go to a guy who has never experienced a period in his life or any pain in his life, and
Yeah.
here you are having a period like every 2 weeks, those guys have no clue. They can't identify with you.
Mhm.
So we have been gaslit
Right.
in the
Yes,
medical
exactly.
because it's not their fault as much also because nobody knew. It's not
Yeah.
just so we're getting some grandmother must, and plus on top of everything, women are secretive about this.
Mm. Yeah.
Women would maybe pass on this information to their daughter, but like we are not where we whisper about our problems. We
Mhm.
whisper about our sexual problems. We whisper about our different issues that happen to us during our pauses. But in the new reality that we live in, that called the 21st century, women are living longer, at least 30 to 40 years of their life in post-menopausal existence, where nobody understands what happened to them.
Yeah.
So they get used to this suffering. Like all our ancestors went through this. And I can't believe that they went through this and they never complained. And meanwhile, we're a little different. We're like, what's happening? Why am I feeling like this? And then how to get out of this. So there are so many ways that are currently available for women to help them get ourselves out of that brief pause. Basically, what we are discovering right now is that your body is going to stay in this period of perimenopause for at least a decade before the actual pause happens. So usually it may start at 40, 41, 42, and it will stop for you like in by the time you're 52 or 53 suddenly. And then when you stop, one of the physical symptoms that you will be able to tell that you're in perimenopause when you go to your primary care or your GYN, they want to wait for you to not had a period for a whole 1 year before they label you as menopause.